Hello everyone. Hope your Thursday is going beautiful like ours. I wanted to do a short announcement to start this off. Later this afternoon we will be having a short presentation on Facebook Live, and it's going to be talking about financial opportunities and how you can improve your life, the quality and time and all that freedom, financial freedom. And also, I will be giving that information later tonight. And with that put aside, I will go ahead and share something of value that you could think about the rest of today. Success starts at home. It's how you love and honor your wife or your husband. You have to love and honor your children. If your children's message or comment something, you really want to take that time to fully listen, invest that time to exchange that important moment. If you live alone, what you have to do is you really have to love and respect yourself. You have to have a lot of self-respect, and that success will overflow into other areas of your life, and you will notice a drastic change for sure. Now, the story we want to tell you is pretty cool. It's a small town in Texas. Honestly, it's farmland. There's really not much there. And that small town, what's most important to that small town is their high school football with that team that's a powerhouse. And at game day, there's not a soul around. Everybody's in that stadium, which means the stadium is pretty much larger than most college stadiums here in the U.S. Even though it's a high school, they really have that pride, and that the fans go nuts for it. So everyone knows each other by their first name basis, and they see each other around town all the time. And there's one doctor, one physician in that area. It's the family physician that everyone calls Doc. So they'll be like, "What's up, Doc? Hey, Doc," that kind of that feeling with an old man, gray hair. Well, one young woman, she went in to his office one day for just a physical checkup to make sure everything was good. Soon, the appointment was over, but the woman nervously said, "Hey, Doc, I want to show you something, and I want your opinion." So the doctor's like, "Oh, of course, sure." So the woman went through her purse and took out 2 bottles and handed it to him. It's these 2 right here. The first one says mega antioxidant. The other one is a chelated mineral. And he gave it to the doctor. She gave it to the doctor. The doctor looked it over and says, what is this all about? And she says, "Well, I was given that 6 months ago. I started taking it. I have a lot of faith in it. I've taken it morning and night, both. And I just wanted to kind of get your opinion, to validate everything, you know what I mean?" And the doctor looked at it and turned it over and briefly, like 2 seconds, looked over what was inside and said, "You know what, honestly, everything looks really good. The benefits, everything that's in it, you should continue the use of this. I think it will be perfectly fine." So the woman said, "Oh, good, I feel better." Put it in her purse, took off. Well, the doctor kind of kept the word USANA. USANA, that's a unique name. And later in the afternoon, when he arrived home, he was resting, and that word came to mind. So he started thinking. It was like a loop, like a song stuck in your head, and you can't get it out. It's just stuck there. So USANA, USANA, USANA. So he went to his laptop, and he went to USANA.com. He looked at a couple of things, and he wanted to actually know the story. What's going on with the founder? Who is that person that is key to this whole thing? And he noticed Dr. Myron Wentz. So he went ahead and researched and looked on it, and he was like, "Wow, this guy's a cellular biologist. That's really interesting." And as he read on, he's like, "Wait, what?" The products were actually in the Physician's Desk Reference. It's this huge book. So all of the doctors all over the U.S., if they need information, there's this huge book with an abundant amount of information. So Doc went over into the other room, grabbed this huge book, the PDR, that's an important medical book, off his desk, put it down, the dust scattered about, and he went through this old book, and he actually saw that USANA was printed in there. And he thought to himself, "Well, that's really interesting." He shut that. And actually an hour passed of him researching on this biologist and realizing that it was in this book. So he went over to the phone and he called that woman personally, that patient, and you know, the woman was spending time at home with her children and everything. It was 9 at night. She picked up the phone and she's like, "What's wrong, doc? What's going on? Is something wrong with my results?" "Oh, no, 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 nothing like that. You know, I know it's a little out of my character to call you when you're having quality time with your family, but I just wanted to tell you that I took the time, I researched USANA, and honestly, I was really overwhelmed and impressed with what I found about this. It's in the PDR, which is something that I have here at home in my library, and I just wanted to call and say, you know what you're taking for the past 6 months is a really great product. Good stuff. Keep it up. Thank you, and you have a good night, okay?" So she just smiled and was like, "Okay, doc," and hung up the phone, which is really an interesting story. It's kind of cool, which means that we want you to have complete open conversation with your doctor. If you have it in your next doctor's appointment and you have USANA in your lifestyle, go ahead and share those products and get their opinion to validate, and you'll find out a ton of cool stuff. So you have a great night. Bye-bye.